Okay, here's a problem. Describe the subset of the complex plane consisting of complex numbers z such that z cubed is a real number. So what does that mean? I want to know which z cubed equals a plus 0I for some a, any old a, right? Well, when you're thinking about raising complex numbers to powers, we're going to let z equal r cis theta. In other words, put it in polar form, right? Because that's a form that's way easier to raise to powers, okay? So we have r cis theta to the third power equals, how do you think about a0? Well, one way to do it would be to think about where that point is. Here's the point that's out a, and it's up 0, so this is the point a plus 0I, right? Well, what's the magnitude of that? Well, it's exactly, I guess, absolute value of a. But if we assumed that our angle was in the positive direction, I could just put a, so a cis 0. Okay, well, technically this allows for the a to be in the negative direction as well, right? Which is still a real number, okay? Well, what happens when you cube a complex number in polar form? Well, the magnitude cubed, so r cubed, and the angle triples a cis 0. So what do you know here? You know r cubed equals a. Well, frankly, a could be whatever you want. So what do we know about r? R can be any real. Okay, so the magnitude can be any magnitude I want. Well, what about the angle? I need 3 theta coterminal with 0. So that means either 3 theta equals 0, or 3 theta equals 360, or 3 theta equals 720. You could go to the next one, but you only are going to, because we're only cubing it, you're only going to have 3 unique solutions. Okay, what theta solves this? Well, theta equals 0. What theta solves this? Theta equals 120 degrees. What theta solves this? 240 degrees. Well, let's sort of think about that. So, what are the solutions that, when cubed, give me that? Well, it's all numbers, all complex numbers, r cis theta with theta equal to 0, 120, or 240. Or what would that picture look like? Okay, well, if theta is 0, that's all the way along the x-axis, right? Positive and negative, because we're allowing for negative numbers. What does 120 look like? Well, that's right here, and all r's, positive and negative. And what does, so that's 120, and what does 240 look like? That's this direction, but it also goes this direction, okay? And I want you to notice why that's the case. If you cube something, like if you cubed this point, it's going to multiply the magnitude times itself 3 times, so it'll just be that magnitude cubed, but it's going to add the angle. This angle is actually 60 degrees. Square that, you're going to get something that's 120 degrees. Cube it, you're going to get something that's angle is 180 degrees, and that is on the real line. So There's your answer. There's a picture of it.